Today we are at Movie Park in Germany. At the front entryway we can see the Star Trek Operation Enterprise triple launched MACK roller coaster. We actually went on it earlier, but this morning when we got here to the park it was freezing cold and raining and just jam-packed full of people. But now the rain stopped, the sky's cleared up, it's much warmer. So I think I'll show you guys around. So that was just coming through the front entrance here at this hub with the dancing fountains, Star Trek in the distance. If you make a right, that goes to most areas of the park, which we'll go to in a little bit. But we're actually gonna head back here into Area 51. We haven't been in this area yet. And this is actually our first time at this theme park today.
Extraterrestrial highway! Wait.
What?
You wanna storm Area 51?
We're gonna raid Area 51? Let's do it.
I think we're a little late though.
It says warning military installation, like no trespassing beyond this point, but they sure were courteous enough to lay down social distancing markers.
Oh, I have my cat card, so we're good.
You can get a good view of Star Trek from back here. It's pretty unviewable from the rest of the park, but there it is.
Project. An airplane with a maximum speed of Mach 3. We're all interested, we ask for...
No line, that's pretty awesome. It's getting pretty hot outside, so might change soon. I guess the US Air Force is pretty fluent in German now. I guess these are what aliens look like. So that was cool. We didn't get too soaked or anything like that on the hill. I mean, that's the max gradient right there. There was a first drop in like pitch black darkness, which was pretty surprising. But what do you think, Cash?
It was really fun.
Yeah, the effects were really cool. Got a little wet, so it's nice and refreshing. Might go on it again, but we'll see. Let's go check out the rest of the park. LOL. All right, so leaving the kind of main plaza area, we turn this way, and we can go down a street. I wouldn't call it, or Hollywood Boulevard, I guess, right? So, just a bunch of stores and stuff like that. There's a lot of coffee vending machines around this whole park too, which are apparently pretty popular. But yeah, so a bunch of stores, stuff like that. Again, it kind of reminds me of Hollywood Studios or Universal Studios or something like that. And speaking of Universal Studios, what is that face? We just got a park map and it says that every year in like October they have like a Halloween Horror Nights basically with like scare actors and scare mazes and stuff like that. Funny enough, since the one in Orlando and I believe Hollywood as well just canceled for the first time in history, they still plan on doing it this year, at least so far, so maybe we'll come back and check it out in a month.
The Movie Park Studios, all important details on how to properly conduct yourself.
The smell of sweet suchleries caught the nose of Ashlyn. And what did you get?
Nuts.
You got some sweet, sugary roasted nuts. I don't even know what, are those almonds? What are they?
Nuts.
So now we're at the end of that sort of Hollywood Boulevard Main Street. Oh, I guess it is Hollywood Boulevard. Anyways, got a clock up there. It's currently 1:35 in the afternoon. Now if we make a left here, most of the stuff's over there. So we're gonna make a right first into Nickelodeon, kind of check out that area. Movie Park has won several awards from different amusement rating, agencies, saying that this is the #1 family theme park in Germany. And I think this Nickland has to give it to them. Europa Park is a lot of fun, has a lot of family-esque attractions. But I mean, this land alone, if I was a kid, I could spend all day here. Like, they got like a Dora log flume ride, spinny rides. They have like 3 different roller coasters here. One of them a suspended coaster. Wild Mouse, family coaster, cliffhanger. It's pretty sweet, and it's Starflyer as well. Yeah, this is called Dora's Big River Adventure. And that's just some great parenting. Not only do they let her hang out with like a monkey and a baby jaguar and stuff, but now they're letting her go on a log down a wild river with crocodiles. Anyways, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm kind of serious, but anyways, look at the SpongeBob one. It's one of those kind of splash battle attractions. I almost just got wet there. They got the Chum Bucket, Krusty Krab. Man, too bad they didn't have like a Krusty Krab restaurant here to serve some Krabby Patties. They would make bank if they did that. See, I wasn't paying attention, Ash, and I just got soaked by some kid. Also, it's worth mentioning, I don't know if it's because of the weather or it's the park or something, but this park has a bee infestation. There are just bees everywhere. And if you know me, I do not like bees, so whenever I go for the trash can, it's always a good time. See, she's being attacked by a bee right now, and that wasn't even made up. Like, the bees are relentless. They just follow you wherever you go. We were gonna do this Excalibur River adventure ride, but I don't know, the line's out the door. What do you think, Cash? Should we try something else? All right, so now we're back on that Hollywood Boulevard area. We're gonna turn around this way, walk toward the rest of the park, and we're heading straight toward this ride called Van Helsing's Factory. And I guess it's some sort of like dark indoor roller coaster. Ash really wants to go on it, so we'll give it a try. But first I think we'll stop at this grill, get a little bratwurst or something, eat over there. And we didn't do anything too crazy for lunch, just bratwurst, beer. What you think, Ash?
Yummy.
So guys, this was hilarious. There's this squad of employees going around dressed up as police officers, enforcing like the mask policy and the social distancing and stuff. That's freaking hilarious.
Back problems or your expected money.
Wow, after that dark ride, it is bright outside. So I'm not gonna like delay it or anything. That ride was freaking awesome. Best ride in the park, I would say. What did you think, Ash?
It was really fun, but super fast.
It was like a fast themed indoor roller coaster. You're going by all these like sets and stuff, but there's this one part in the middle of the ride where you're just going left, right, and the turns aren't banked. So it's just like crazy, like Wild Mouse-esque laterals, but you're just holding on for dear life. But I guess that's the theme of the ride anyways, so it worked. Here is Federation Plaza. You got food synthesizers and yeah, another coffee machine basically. But this is where the Star Trek Operation Enterprise ride entrance is. It's about the wait time it was earlier when we went on it. You can just kind of barely see the vertical backwards spike up in the distance. But anyways, nothing too crazy inside. It's, you know, Star Trek theme, but it was a fun ride. But yeah, pretty short. There's the Roto drop tower going up in the distance. Always a fun ride. This area is probably their excuse to just put in a bunch of, like, you know, flat rides without much modification. But, you know, that's okay. This one's kind of cool, and I believe they have a similar ride at Holiday Park, which I've been to before. I just haven't done a video on it yet. But the jet skis kind of go around the water, and you control like a little rudder, you know, under, so you can kind of drift your jet skis more or less. So I just did some reading, and this wooden coaster off in the distance is made by Roller Coaster Corporation of America, the same company that also made Rattler and Son of Beast. Both of them no longer exist, shall we say. So those were very rough rides, and this is the first modern wooden coaster in Germany, actually. So should be interesting going on that in a little bit. I always tell Ash about these Vekoma SLC coasters and how they're known in the coaster community to be horrible and rough. The only one I've been on before was Kong at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. But oh man, if this one's anything like Kong was, well then I hope the gift store sells aspirin. Close up a Bandit coming out of the station. Definitely showing its age, but that's okay, so as long as it's not too rough or anything. It's a shame these rides are so rough, because it does look like a pretty fun layout. Oh, I don't know what's going on over there. What engineer thought that was a good idea. But anyways, oh, here it comes. Let's watch. They're screaming in agony. They're cheering that it's over. And I'm not even kidding. That thing sounds rough. Wow, and not only is there a line for this thing, but it's freaking out the door. I guess it can't be that bad. We're almost there. You getting excited?
No.
The people banging their heads on that. There we go. You ready, Ash? Alright, so we just got off the suspended looping coaster, which is actually called MP Express. Ash, what'd you think?
It was really rough, like the body hurts. But not my head as much. I think I only hit my head a few times.
Yeah, so I will say I was pleasantly surprised. It was not as rough as I was anticipating. Now, Con at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom is just virtually unrideable. It's just head banging, right? So this one, they were a little more padded. They're not the new SLC trains everybody keeps like raving about. But the aggression, like the roughness, was more kind of in my lower body was bouncing around. My head didn't really bounce around as much. But there were, to say one good thing about the ride, there was actually a really nice foot chopper effect. She didn't know, she was just trying to survive. But yeah, so not the worst ride, but definitely not the best. And I believe there's like 27 of them left in the world, or just 27 in the world in general, so gotta catch them all. We were gonna do that wooden coaster today, but after that wonderful last coaster we rode, I think we're gonna head out for the day. We gotta check into our hotel. We have quite a long drive, so I think we'll call it a day. We're reading the map though that they're doing their little Halloween Horror Nights events that I think I mentioned earlier. So we will definitely have to come back hopefully next month and check that out. And we'll ride the wooden coaster then. And here's the entrance to Bandit, the wooden coaster. Instead of going back through Santa Monica Pier, we're gonna go this way. Got some kind of Midway-esque games right here. The other side of the flat rides. And right now we're kind of in like a Wild West section. While the rest of the park seems to have a bee problem, I think this section of the park has a spider problem. Obviously it looks like they're just getting ready for the Halloween event. And they got an arcade right over here. And I didn't see when we walked by earlier, there's a shooting gallery. This one's got like a fountain and stuff. That's exciting. Huh. Continuing with Wild West theming, we have food and stuff like that. Most of the food in this park is just, you know, generic stuff. You got chicken nuggets and burgers and hot dogs, and we had the bratwurst earlier and stuff like that. It's definitely not too crazy like it is at Europa Park or Phantasialand. I was very disappointed earlier to find out that this saloon, it's either closed or it's just decoration, but there's like nothing there. That sucks. It'd be a cool bar. There's a couple of those police employees walking around, making everybody put on their masks and stuff. It's pretty funny. This one's called the New York City Transformer. And as you can see, it's another Huss top spin, but unlike Telecan at Fantasialand, it's not really, you know, themed. You can see there's still like the carnival lights and stuff on it. So fun ride, but honestly, theming goes a long way. This car almost just ran me over. I had to step onto the sidewalk. Hello. So there's the New York City Transformer back there in the Wild West section. And now as we round this corner, you can see we're back at that apex. So we basically just did a full circle. If we keep going straight, that's where Star Trek is. This is actually Van Helsing's factory. So kind of back in the main area. Now there are a couple attractions here, indoor attractions that are closed today. But I was wondering, since Van Helsing's factory is an indoor attraction, that's open. So Movie Park the other week just announced that they'll be getting an Intamin multi-dimension, multi-launch coaster. And it's gonna be an indoor coaster too. And it's gonna be the first in the world, I guess. But see, this one's closed right here. Or this is a show, I guess. So maybe not that. But I'm just wondering where they're gonna put this, because supposedly it's gonna open up next year. So that should be exciting. We'll definitely have to document that when that opens. So overlooking that area, if we turn around, see we're back in the Hollywood Boulevard area. Nickelodeon is straight ahead. And also just like Holiday Park, slush puppies are like a huge deal here, and they're all over the place. So I don't know what's up with that. Definitely won't see Disney or Universal selling this stuff. Hello, Jelly Belly Man. We just went in this candy shop. They have a bunch of cool stuff in there. But I got this Magnum with ruby cocoa beans, whatever that is. It's Bean Boozled thing. And a couple of these, I guess you twist the bottle to open it and then you spray it on your tongue and it fizzes and it's sour. So that's interesting. What you eating there, Ash? Cotton candy. Your mouth is blue.
That's good.
All right, we had our candy and ice cream, and stopped at a gift shop, and they do like custom license plates there. So you pick the color of like the plate and then the color of the text. This is like a silver glitter. And then you can get whatever you want. This is just like a junior size, but you can get like an extra large size, etc. How much was it? Just like 10 bucks or something?
Yeah.
It's
10
pretty,
for the junior, 20 for the big.
It's a pretty cool souvenir.
Yeah.
And with that, we are making our way out for the day. We did actually go and do Area 51 again while we were waiting for her license plate thing to be made. And it was funny, those, you know, quote unquote police officers, you know, who are enforcing the mask rules came in the line and were like shouting at people. It was kind of amusing, actually. But anyways, I love this front entry plaza. The fountains, the roller coaster, a beautiful day. Goodbye, Movie Park. Cut and goodbye. And just outside the front gate, you can see just how far away the parking lot really is. It is like quite a walk. And the SLC that shocked me, still pretty rough, but rideable. And by the way, that parking lot I zoomed in on with the gate wasn't actually the parking lot. It's still way down here. It's the only thing I'm not a fan of this park. The parking lot is literally like a mile away. But that's okay. Theme parks are the main way I stay in shape. And now we've reached the parking lot, just pretty much next to the SLC. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for our first day at Movie Park in Bottrop, Germany. I hope I said that name right. But anyways, yeah, fun little park. Definitely have to come back, especially during the Halloween if they're doing that horror event. So we'll take you guys along for that. Next park will probably be either Holiday Park or Leibniz Park Trips Drill. We shall see. What do you think? Both? We could do both. We'll see. Anyways, catch you guys next time. Have a good one.